How you doing, Brian? We'll give Kevin a couple minutes to hop in. I sent him the link, tagged him. He knew it'd be around 8 o'clock, so he probably won't be too far behind. Just the two of you in the sub, though, so should be. You've got this cute little package right here. What's another couple minutes? Comes even to me sealed up. So you can see this is the, I'll try to get it to focus here. So this is the date that it's submitted, serial numbers, etc., and then the date that it has to be done by. And every box has that when I submit things. Which is awesome. And then the number of cards. It's pretty cool. They individually box them for me. It's a lifetime. Dude, this is nothing. You would die going to PSA. From what I hear, HGA right now is just as bad. I submitted once through Beckett and it went pretty quick, but I paid for it. And I don't even like the slabs all that much now. Fcg is a whole lot better looking. Two to 3 months if you're lucky. When they were backlogged, it was ridiculous. Have you seen the CSG slab? While we're waiting. They actually decided they were going to change some of their grades. Yeah, 150 for Express is ridiculous. Plus, they charge you for additional cost. Like if the value of the card's a certain level, they actually charge you more. It's crazy. But CSG, I had graded a few cards with. I really, really like how clear their slabs are. But they charge you, I mean, you have to pay almost twice as much for subgrades. Then they charge you if you have an auto grade. Charge you all kinds of stuff. But recently they announced that if you have a 9.5 on this label, they actually have changed the label. And when they change the label, if you had a 9.5 gem mint, they're actually upgrading you to a 10. Which seems kind of cheap to me, but for $6, I think I'm going to have them reslab it. I've got a nice little stack of this. And some of them are for resale. Obviously, my Gore here, numbered to 249, is not. But hey, I see a second viewer. Kevin, is that you? Yeah, CSG actually changed their grading scales. It was kind of ridiculous. One more reason I really, really appreciate the Fcg guys. Let's see. Saw somebody else hop in, but don't think it's Kevin. He hasn't responded yet. I'll give him just one more minute, Brian, and then I'll go ahead and open your card, and then we could just hang out and talk while you eat or whatever. I'll try to wait for him as long as I can before I have to do the reveal. I got to start pushing on my mini. Try to get people to fill up. I'm dying to open that Topps Tribute. I did. I sent him a message and tagged him in a post. Well, let me go ahead and open yours, Brian. I won't make you wait any longer. And then I'll kind of hang around. Hopefully he shows up. But if he doesn't make it, if he doesn't make it, he'll just get the re-watch it. Trying to send him a couple other messages to try to ding his phone enough to get his attention. So one of the things as the group submitter that I really like, you can see I put the name, how many cards, and I take it to them in bags, and then they individually package it for me, which makes it super simple for me. You guys have a bet on the grade? That's interesting. So, just to teach you a little bit longer, here's the back of the slab. I don't have enough light, sorry. There we go. There's the back of the slab. This QR code, I don't know if you've watched any other ones, Brian. This QR code is unique to FCG. They're the only ones that do it. But if you have a subgrade less than 9, you'll get a note sheet. So if you use your phone, QR code it, it'll pull you up to the note sheet and will tell you exactly what's wrong with the card, which is cool. That transparency is why I dig FCG. So, you had a Coulson Lava numbered to 399. These guys are really good. They even saw this with the naked eye. I just assumed it was part of the pattern. But 9.5. That is the exact same grade as a PSA 10, a gem mint. So this is an outstanding card. And with the black label, pull it back so you can see the whole thing. That looks absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So you had a centering of 9.5, edges 9.5, corners 9.5, and a surface was a 9. There is one spot, and it's really hard to tell, honestly. They just know exactly what to look for. There's one spot right here. You see how the shimmer is a little different? That's actually a little air bubble in the foil. So to me, the naked eye, I wouldn't have noticed that. I kind of know what to look for now, but that was just tough to see. But apparently it's very common, which is why it only goes down a grade on it. So 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, and a 9. That is outstanding. Congratulations on winning the bet. It was with your girl, so I'm not going to ask what the prize is for winning the bet. What did she say? What was she guessing? Just out of curiosity. That works. She gets to 10. Did you tell her about FCG? That's pretty ambitious. There's been a couple where I was hoping for 10s. And just came up just a little short. I mean, that's pretty close, though. The centering was about as good as it gets. So, Brian, just so you know, when we ship this, I believe we had other cards for you as well, right? Brian? We think we have other cards for you. If not, we'll... a little bit. So you kind of had the inside. If we have cards for you, I'll just combine the shipping. Otherwise, we'll have to look at that. Or get you to jump into a break so I can send it out that way. But I will, when I can, I put this box inside of the box, so that will be very well protected. Take another glance here. He was active a couple minutes ago, so I just missed him. But I'm going to go ahead and start opening up his stuff. Maybe he'll get on. I will say a 10. If I pull a 10 for somebody, I'm going to be absolutely ecstatic. Because they are not that easy. Let's see. They have this pretty well packed in. Very tight for us. So Kevin brought me 10. Brian says hello, Sarah. Hello. Yeah, man, I say this every time, and every time I get the same feedback. But like literally, you guys will like that card so much better in person than what you see now. They look great, but they're 10 times better in person. Truly the kind of stuff that we just kind of display. I mean, it looks good in just on the shelf. So it is outstanding. I'm glad you're happy. Look forward to seeing the other ones you end up sending me. I'm going to try to stay on as long as I can for Kevin. Oh, I'll have to look at it. I don't remember. I would say it's going to be in line with whatever the PSA 10s would be going for. I have slept since then. I remember we looked it up initially, but I didn't look it up this time. Let's see. It was the Montgomery Lava. Let me pull it up real quick. I think I went with the wrong name. Let's see here. Colson, not Colton. My fault. I mean, raw, they're being listed at like $40. All the way up to $60. But again, that's raw. Yeah, they're probably raw 50 to 60. Seeing quite a few sold there. Let me click graded. Oh, it's not even giving me an option for graded. Since they're not, there are 0 comps on that, so I'd have to do a little bit more research on it. But it's definitely, I'd say over $100, probably 150, depends on who the buyer is. But I'd have to check 130 point just to see if there's something outside of eBay that sold. But there's none on eBay right now that are graded, which kind of surprises me, to be honest. I would have most definitely expected some graded cards there, but I'm not seeing any of his cards graded. There's a CSG 10 that is, his base is at 50, so definitely a pretty solid card. Yeah, I would guess about 150. Yeah, the CSG 10 is listed at $50, nothing sold. Yeah, and again, that was his base. Literally just that one graded card. So yeah, I'm confident with the 150. Depending how you're moving it, could determine how what you charge or what you can get away with. I'll go ahead and start unwrapping his stuff. He did have an interesting mix of cards and grades. Being a card guy, Brian, I think you'll appreciate some of these. Yeah, it may not be a bad call, especially with a stud of his caliber. He's starting to get attention from people, so that's a nice card too. One of the first cards I graded for Kevin was a Blue Marvel Wander Franco, which was super sweet. Hit him with a couple more messages. Yeah, sitting on it's a good call. Let's see. Sorry, I have another message real quick. Okay, I'll deal with that in a minute. Yeah, that Wonder got a 9.5. It was a huge card. Well, I'm going to go ahead and look at it. If he hops on, I'll go back through it for him. The Atwell, some of his cards were thicker, so it was a little bit rougher. You got the auto here, 8.5. 8.5 on the centering, corner, surface, edges were 9. Number to 15, 1 to 15. Definitely something worth grading, but you can see that the corners are worn a little bit. Then we've got Hollow Blue, Ernie Banks, dual jersey to 10, score to 9. Surface, this surprised me, to be honest. Diamond King with the surface of 10 is crazy good. That's crazy good card. But again, some people freak out because it's not a 9. But a near mint is still an outstanding card. At least people are buying knowing what they're getting. This one was a fun one for me. Luis Aparicio, dual relic, auto, scored a 9. Diamond King base cards are not necessarily everybody's favorite, but some of those older auto relic cards are just spectacular. Somebody just stopped in. Let's see, is it Kevin? Don't think it's Kevin. Okay, we'll keep going through. Kevin, if you hop in, let me know if that ends up being you. Stan the Man Musial, dual jersey, hollow platinum blue, 9.5 on centering, great for Diamond King. Corners 8.5 again, surface 10. That's really good for Diamond King as a 2021. On the Donruss Bomb Squad, number 61 and 149, picked up a 9, 8.5 on the corners, a couple 9.5s and a 9, averaged out to a 9 there. Is a mint. Nice card. The Marvels have been grading really, really well. On a red Marvel, is kind of hoping to find the red Wander. That would be a premium. Pulled a 9.5. 3 9.5s and a 9. And you could see the centering. Definitely off. That'll probably drive you crazy, Brian, but it is a nice grade there. I think that's the third Marvel I've submitted. They've all been pretty solid. Unleashed. This is a blue. Again, it's an Acuna. 9s across the board, surface 9.5. Yeah, I know, that part's going to drive you crazy. Here's one of the thicker ones. You can see, actually, these next couple are all pretty thick. Which one's thickest here? Oh, they're about the same. So they can go up to like 180 point. So there's actually room. Some of those thicker Spectre cards fit really easy into them. So that's kind of nice. I can grade everything. Teddy Ballgame, Ted Williams. 16 and 25. A lot of these were just PC cards for him. Wanted them encapsulated, which is great. Again, surface 10. Centering 9, edges 9.5, corners 8.5. It's not too surprising when you've got those thicker cards. That does happen some. But you could tell the old school wool material. And another Tutu Atwell. 10 of 25. That is a absolutely sick auto. That's the Flawless. This is the one he had the highest hopes for. We've got 2 9.5s and 2 9s. Auto is a 10. 10 out of 25. It's a nice card. Yeah, Ted Williams. I mean, Tony Gwynn growing up was my idol, so seeing him idolize Ted Williams immediately put him like at the top of my list. And then here's the one that disappointed me the most. I had the highest hopes for, just because it's a cool card. Pee Wee Reese, 15 of 25 on the Jersey Kings. And we've got a 10 surface scan. Edges were 8.5 on this. Corners an 8. So he is fortunate to come out of that with an 8.5. The surface and centering were okay. Yeah, the thicker the card, I think, the harder it is. Anything that's a 9.5 on the corners is absolutely outstanding. Before I log off, let me go check in with him. I am still not seeing it. Okay, so I'm not gonna hang too much longer here. Give him 30 minutes. Well, Brian, glad you're happy, man. Hope to see you again soon. We are about to try to push to close up our Topps Tribute and Gypsy Queen one. If you want to hop in, it's an ETS. Randy Moss auto to 10. Nice. Yeah, will not grade it. Yeah, I mean, unless you're okay with the 9, it just depends what you're wanting to do with it. For me, the price is right where I don't mind doing it if I just want it in the case. For a little protection, it looks better than a top load. But totally depends what you may do with it long term. You can always take pictures of the corner. I don't mind looking at them too. Give you my 2 cents worth. But so we've got Tribute and Gypsy Queen. I put a mini up, and the mini, nobody is biting on the mini. So we're about to get creative to try to push for getting that close. So if you're interested in hopping that, let me know. Oh, One Touch is good. For sure. Not quite as sealed up because they're designed to come apart. But those, I like One Touches for display purposes. I am right there with you. And definitely cheaper than a slab. Well, it looks like he's not getting on. So I enjoyed the chat. I'm going to try to go get that break closed up while we're, I have everything set up, really. And try to get something broken tonight. So I will definitely see you online, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for trusting me with your card. It was great. I'm glad it turned out as well as it did. And I'll be getting that out to you here pretty quick. I will catch you on Facebook. Talk to you later, man.